Hi everyone, our topic is quality education. We realized the friction between graduation and a student's first job, so we created our problem statement. Students have difficulty identifying suitable job options. Different students have different strategies in their job seeking process. We aim to determine the similarities in various difficulties students face. We're also interested in what matters to students the most regarding a career, so that we can help them overcome their difficulties and meet their needs. To meet our project goals, we generated our research questions. First, what are the current strategies and practices students apply to identify the suitable job? And next, what factors affect the practices that students apply?
The goal of this study was to learn about the current strategies of first-time job seekers, as well as any factors that sway their decision-making when choosing when and where to apply. We designed a semi-structured interview that would take place virtually over platforms like Zoom, WeChat, and Discord. We prepared questions covering what they look for in a job, the tools and strategies they used in the job search, and their emotional state at various stages of their search. The total number of participants we interviewed was 8. Our criteria was that they had to be students looking for a job. Most were UXD students. Each of us conducted an interview a week for 2 weeks. Interviews were about 15 minutes long with 3 warm-up questions and 7 in-depth questions. We did thematic and pattern analysis on the interview responses, and then we extracted codes from the interviews. We applied the patterns we saw to the codes we extracted before finally summarizing the data together visually in an affinity diagram.
We organized the interview data into 5 themes. First, we noticed that students collectively struggle with time management in the job search process. Secondly, they all use similar platforms to apply for jobs. Thirdly, the feeling of self-doubt was quite common among students. This feeling was exacerbated when they were unsure if they met all the requirements for a specific job. Nevertheless, vague job descriptions left students feeling frustrated. When looking for a job, students prioritize the salary and how close to the job match their degree. Students express that they would rather get any job instead of being unemployed.
The goal of this study was to learn about students' networking strategies and habits. We designed a diary study where participants write their experiences in a digital form. We created open-ended prompts that asked participants what they did or didn't do and why, as well as their thoughts and feelings about their current networking strategies. The inclusion criteria for participants required that they be students looking for a job and who consider networking a viable strategy. 4 participants were recruited in total, and all were female UXD students. The study was conducted over 2 weeks. Participants wrote in a provided Google Doc whenever they thought about searching for a job, or at least once a week. We used a swim lane diagram to highlight the different stakeholders and individual steps in the process. We then used these diagrams to gather codes for an affinity diagram, which allowed us to discover common patterns across participants and aggregate the different themes observed in our data.
We were able to learn about students' networking strategies and habits. To summarize, students do not participate regularly in networking events or programs. Common reasons for this includes believing that strangers would not be willing to assist them, not knowing exactly how to prepare, and feeling as though they are begging for an opportunity. However, on occasions where they do network, students utilize a variety of avenues like LinkedIn, career-specific mentorship programs, and online or in-person events. Overall, students feel that developing genuine connections via networking is difficult to start and maintain. Lastly, connecting with people who speak the same language as them makes the networking process easier for students. We were also able to visualize the individual actors in the students' networking process. If you follow the different pathways, you'll discover the different strategies and avenues that students currently undertake when seeking a job.
From the results we got, we conclude 4 design guidelines. The first one is provide educational resources. We offer tutorials, articles, talks, and videos that teach networking and job search skills and strategies. The second one is multilingual support. We provide students with unique guidelines in terms of conducting networking to overcome any specific problems, decrease negative feelings, and secure a job. The third one is foster a supportive community. We creating a supportive community can help students build confidence, overcome their fears, and learn from each other as they apply different networking strategies and practice. The last one is motivation accountability. We using a supportive tone and language, integrating a tracking system that monitors students' networking progress will provide them with undeniable evidence and proof of their efforts, boosting their confidence in the process.
Thank you.